It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chargers and the Broncos, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today.
Teed up as we get underway. And off we go from SoFi. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. A run now with McLaughlin. And he will have a Broncos first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
2 yards on the play. First down, Denver.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. This one to the tight end, Troutman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A run here, it's McLaughlin. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Second down, Nix. He connects with Mims. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On now for 4th down, Trenton Gill will punt it away. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season out, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Here's a 2nd and 9. pistol here for Herbert. That's to his tight end, the former Seahawk, Will Dissly. Third and a yard. Play action now. It's Herbert. He connects with Dissly. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. To throw is Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Herbert to the air again. To the left side. Catch made by McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. On play action now, Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready now for their second drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll find his tight end, that's Troutman, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro there on the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. On the ground, McLaughlin. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's Trenton Gill now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Chargers offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Nix. A throw complete to Tim Patrick. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here's 3rd and 2. We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. And he gets it to midfield, and he gets the 1st down. Good run. The drive continues.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
This one complete right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Nix. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive lineman like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Junior Colson there to make the stop. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Denver. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. From the gun, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Shotgun now for Herbert. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's standing right around his own goal line. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. His drive will start on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. They'll throw. It's Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Now a 3rd and 2. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. So from 3rd and 2, back him up to 3rd and 7. Here's Nix to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Mike, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Davis to return it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chargers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll send their tight end left. Now it's Dobbins. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. This one caught by Patrick.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake filled first half continues. Back to the ground after the penalty. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Back to throw is Nix. Taking off, he'll try to get there. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
Great job here by the quarterback on 3rd and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs. And not only is he able to pick up the first down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Yeah. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. He's got Parham, his tight end. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
A run with Dobbins. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a short pickup there to about the 18.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Junior Colson there to make the stop. On second down, it's Nix. He connects with Mims. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Chargers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard.
Here's Herbert. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll try to run for it.
Justin Herbert on the scramble.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's caught. Down the field is Reynolds. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a screen from McLaughlin. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Nix. He's got room to roam.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd down. Nix. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Play action now. It's Nix. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it's going to be 4th down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will tie this game up here late in the 1st half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense going to take over just before the half. They'll set out in search of a 1st touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And now it's 4th down. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. To throw is Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He gets this one complete to Reynolds. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Joe Burrow, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Devin Singletary, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Drake May, close to 300 yards passing there. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Chark. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, L.A.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
That's on the rookie from Notre Dame, Joe Alt. They'll give it to Dobbins. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 38-yard line.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's to the big tight end, Parham. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
35-yard line.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. Throwing now is Herbert. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 6-3 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. It's first down, and they'll run. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, and it'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He finds his man, Troutman. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They get 22 yards there. First down, Broncos.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Reynolds is the motion man here. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Throwing, Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Off he goes. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Back to throw is Nix. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And he will score. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, Denver. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a play fake. Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On play action now, Herbert. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now it's Edwards. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. Now it's Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Good blocking, and he's in. Justin Herbert, touchdown Los Angeles. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run here, it's McLaughlin. He'll push forward for about a yard. Junior Colson there to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win in this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. Herbert now on first down. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. 3rd and a yard. He'll try and run for the first down with Edwards. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now, Herbert will try to work the screen with Spiller. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Herbert. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Herbert again. He's got Parham, his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to claim one of the 7 playoff spots that are up for grabs. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Look like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start. Offense.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Taking off. A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Here's a screen from McLaughlin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
On the ground, McLaughlin. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
He keeps it himself, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action now. It's Nix. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. They'll send a tight end in motion. A run now with McLaughlin.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of yard. It's now 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try to run. He's going to have a Broncos 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
A little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew it was coming and still couldn't stop it.
It's the pick number 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 7. They'll go play action with Nix. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Nix gonna give this to Estime. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal.
A dive, and he's in! Jaleel McLaughlin, touchdown Broncos. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. One of the tight ends motions right. Edwards. He's going to have it at the 12-yard line. Enough to get the first down and keep it going. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. They'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in by Edwards. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. That'll be taken in by Spiller.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll run. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The rookie, Bo Nix, and the Broncos offense getting set to take over once more. Here's first down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now, a second down throw for Nix. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Big play coming up. This is third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.